Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to TEDxUniversitasIndonesia. My name is Danilla. I I'm a singer-songwriter and I have released three music albums, one EP and some singles. I also acted in some movies, though I'm not very good at it. I've been in the music industry since I'm 16, probably, and it's quite a journey. For over 10 years, I've learned a lot about life for music. And got surprised by myself by how I handle and deal with a lot of things in life. And now I'm standing here in front of you guys talking about the way I think to survive all the years I've had. I'm a dreamer, and was me. I love to imagine beautiful things, and maybe by doing something about it, it will lift me up from my own comfort zone. Just to feel alive as a human. Being a seer is actually a surreal thing to me. When I was 9, I was reading comics in my room, and then suddenly my mom entered and said, "Get dressed. We're going to record the studio." It was my very first recording. I sang my auntie's birthday song and I was crying because I didn't want to. The mom said, "Sing well once you finish crying." She made me think that I have to stay focused in any situation, deal with any emotions. So I came up with the perspective. If you want something, then it's your brain who speaks. But if you meet something, then it's your heart who screams. I started everything based on what I feel, what my heart says. I believe deep down, I know exactly what is good for me, and I follow that, along with the knowledge and efforts I have. Because we are human, we desire something, and if I'm willing to do something, I need to know my intention. So I have my own philosophy in music that's aligned with that life. Wow. Sharing is my intention. I never thought now I'm a singer songwriter professionally because I never really had specific childhood dream. But one thing I know for sure, I love to share. Share my stories through singing because some people help me see that my voice has meaning to them. I was in a band called Orca as a singer and keyboardist as well. So we got our first huge gig at music festival. We were so excited. My friend was helping me carry this huge, heavy keyboard, squeezing our way through the middle of the audience just to get to the stage. We didn't mind, as long as we are all having a good time. So it was sharing the moments with friends. Time goes on, I met Richard Puntario and Lafa Bratomo. Richard has this recording studio while Lafa worked there. So in 2014, I released my first album called Oisik with them and the majors as distributor. I moved out from home, tried to survive myself out there alone. I didn't come from a wealthy family, so I needed to find a job to live. I've made all over the place at production house, as a teacher in kindergarten, freelancer, and helping some friends and getting the money. I even sold my song at the label. The turning point is when I quit from TV station job and tell myself, okay, I know it sounds crazy. I need the money, but I feel like I need to you. So I quit. I follow what my heart said and breathe as an independent singer. Being an independent singer is actually pretty tough. One of the biggest issue is money. Meanwhile, we need to spread our songs and perform it too. No money to pay for crews, Danilla. Okay, then I plug my own microphone. I carry my guitar the slightly all times. We went and gigs by Angkor, copied a bunch of CDs ourselves, and gave it to some random people we met at the restaurant, just to share our work. We had some serious moments when we even had no money to eat or a place to stay. And I guess everything will align virtually. I met friends to let us stay at their office for some time so we can save our money and find our own place after. What a poignant memory of our early days. Big thanks to my soulmate, Lofa Pratomo. He is my partner in music. And now we have our team in music career, the family that we built. Again, it's about sharing. That's why I think I need to survive with a great mental state, because you never know what situation will take you. Which is gonna be second, mental great. The willingness to share my feelings, thoughts, stories are easier for me if I share it through streaming. So I go where the world takes me. If I have to beat for that, then I will. Because I know my intention. And I know if I do it sincerely, it will take me somewhere beautiful. I refuse to pamper. I do everything with pure consistency and maximum efforts. And it is truthfulness. You need to do everything with your honesty. No matter how painful it is, the truth is the reality. Nothing beats being ourselves, being true to ourselves, aware of our strengths and weaknesses. Because pretending to be someone else is a piece of work, at least to me. You probably want to be someone else, but you need to be you. So I hold on to these three pillars as the base of doing what I desire: caring, mental grit, and truthfulness. I understand that some things will go our way and some won't. That is why for if that anything happens, I have prepared myself with a mindset called the consequence game. First is expectation management, or what I like to call a disappointment. So I like this guy when I was in school. I like him so much, I couldn't help it. I saw him laughing and heading out with friends from afar. I knew what he ate when it's lunchtime, the time when he went to the library, or kind of freak, I know, but guys, I like him so much. And so I told my dad that there is this one guy that I like, and I want to ask him to be my boyfriend. What do you think? What's the best that could happen? He'd ask. He accepted it, he said. What's the worst? He rejected me. If he rejected you, how do you feel? Sad, Dad. Embarrassed. Disappointed. Okay, can we deal with your feelings then? I guess I can. Then go for it. Then call. But remember to manage your expectations by knowing the consequences first. So I told that guy that I like him, asked him to be my boyfriend. He rejected me at first. I was sad, but I predicted all the possible uncertainty and how I would find ways to comfort myself after. You might have your option to control situations, but you always have the option to control you in that situation. So before making a decision, I must know where my expectations stand. Manage my disappointments, deal with the consequences, have some deep conversations with myself. So it's my responsibility, which is going to be second. The decisions we make are entirely our responsibility. We used to blame others because it's easier to blame others rather than ourselves. We should see ourselves first. Really understanding my responsibility keeps me away from pointing fingers at others. Responsibility is vital. It's like making a promise to yourself and believing that you are capable. And third is focus. Stay focused, but do not lose yourself. Don't sweat about what others are doing or saying. Just focus on your abilities, decisions, process, and goals first. I know it's hard to be focused these days, all these gadgets, social media so tempting. So I've been doing this habit lately. We have like 24 hours a day, and I decided to just put everything down for 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes to enjoy real time. 30 minutes to the present. For example, when I'm eating, I put my phone away, savor every flavor, the richness of the broth if it's noodle, the refreshing taste of a sweet iced tea. Or when I'm watching a movie, I put my phone away, see the stunning visuals, get the message, feel the emotions. It's a habit to remind you that you always have you to catch up with. Not just to hear you, but listen to you instead. There might be times when the decisions I make are wrong, and that's okay, accept the risk. Learn from it and upgrade rather than drowning in regret. If it's the right decision, then I deserve a reward from myself as well. I made the decision based on me. Do it one way. Thus, I will always end up worrying. To me, other people's opinions are references, some information to observe, some considerations. I keep it that way so I don't live in regret. Instead, I live to learn. Don't forget to appreciate the process. Sometimes we get distracted by the results, but surely we need to put credits into the process so we understand that we are actually growing. Expectation management, responsibility, and focus are how I prepare myself for the unexpected situation. I believe that the greatest human strength is acceptance. I love the phrase, "yaudah." So I describe my own "yaudah." The meaning here is not to demote. It means, it's okay, Danilla. I've given my absolute best. I've weighed the consequences. So whatever happens, happens. Don't stress over things you cannot control. Effort speaks for itself. Once we accept the results, we need to keep on creating, upgrade ourselves. Live with all the good and the bad as part of you, the sources of your strength. Life is full of ups and downs, but no matter what it is, we must be grateful. Remember that blessings come in many forms. They come in the form of the people who stand by us too. Like Kim, yung kasama nila, my listeners, Malaysia, and some of my best friends and families who always be there for me. Thinking about their love and support keeps me away from any desire to bring others down. So everything has its own time. Fall in love with a feeling of gratitude. I believe the universe always provides miracles, and I'm certain it will always align with how truthful I am, how focused I am, and how surrendered I am. To all of you guys, no matter how many times you fall, do not count the falls. Count how many times you always rise back up. Because if there's a will, there's a way. I like to share a quote from a wise man. It's supposed to be in Indonesian, like I say it in English. If the rice has already turned into porridge, they make the most delicious porridge ever. And Danilla, the liver, and love all the living beings. Thank you. Enjoy.